Hello and welcome to How to Automotive. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Milwaukee Generation 3 Fuel Ratchet. So they released these about midsummer last year and they unveiled them at Pipeline and a few other trade show events, but they're finally now shipping out and hitting the shelves. I got the 3/8 drive and the 1/4 drive ones in my hands. So I'm going to go over a few specs and a few unique features of these new ratchets, and then we're going to go in the shop and we're going to start fixing cars and using them and putting them to work. So come with me and we're going to do that now. There's a few unique features that separate these from some of their older ratchets, and we're going to go over those. So right here we got the 1/4 drive and we got the 3/8 drive. They do make a 1/2 drive. I don't think they're quite ready for shipping just yet, so at the time of this video, but they do offer a 1/2 drive too, if you like that. So one of the things that you had to choose from in the past was either a high speed or a high torque. So in these particular two, they have figured out a way to make both of best worlds, high speed and high torque. Original high torque RPMs were only 200 RPM, so now this new version is 400 RPM, so double the speed of the high torque. And the original high torque put out 55 foot-pounds of torque. This puts out 70 foot-pounds of torque. So a lot stronger, a lot torquier, and a lot faster in the new generation. 1/4 inch is a little bit less in torque. It's at 45 foot-pounds of breakaway torque or max torque with 550 RPM, so a little faster. And the way they've achieved this is with a new motor design. So the old motor design was kind of a fat round one. I'll put a picture right here. You can see the old design. The one's a thinner and longer design, so the body is slightly larger than the previous model too. All right, one of the biggest things that they changed is the ability to change out your triggers. Now you have the option to do a paddle or a button. You buy the kit, it comes with the ratchet, one replacement button, one paddle button, a charger, and a 2.5 amp battery. They also offer some accessories, so if you want to customize your triggers, you can now order a custom kit here that offers different trigger configurations, thin ones, thick ones, different slants to configure your fingers and hands, so it's pretty cool. Here are all the buttons that they offer on all the ratchets here, so you can see what you can customize it to. Swap out these triggers. You just push the little button right here with a pocket screwdriver, and then you're going to slide the button towards the front of the ratchet, towards the head, and it slides off. Now you can take your new trigger cap and you slide it on and lock it down like that. Pretty cool. So like I said, they offer the paddle or the buttons. I like the paddles personally. I'll probably leave the paddle on the 3/8 drive one and leave a button on the 1/4 inch drive and use them and see which one I actually like better. But I've liked the paddles in the past. So this is an accessory. It's about $29 for the additional accessory, but it does come with one button and one paddle in the kit. Also, they offer more accessories. They offer boot heads to protect the head of the ratchet. This is an option as well. If you like that and you want to order it, make sure you order the right one for your ratchet. They are different from each ratchet. So 1/4 inch boot is different than the 3/8 drive boot. And the reason why is the head size right here is slightly different on the 3/8 and 1/4 inch drive. I'm sure the 1/2 inch drive is a little bit bigger than the 3/8 drive. So they offer the boots as an accessory and the extra trigger as an accessory. Other things they've also changed is the body itself is a lot thinner than the old ratchets. It's way thinner. It's got this ergonomical, I call it like little sexy little hips right here that your hand fits perfectly into and your finger goes right on that trigger. Variable trigger. The light has been redesigned to shine the light directly onto the fasteners. Before it was kind of a downward facing light. So they've improved the lighting on the ratchet. A couple other features that are a little bit different than the old ratchets is the head here, the selector knob is slightly raised. If you can see that there, slightly raised, and now it makes it easier to switch the directions. And then also, if you look in the center here, there is a spot where you can put a grease gun and grease the head of the ratchet. Perfect if you're working on diesel fuel or something like that, and it gets inside there and thins out the grease. You can add a little grease to it and maintenance and service your ratchet. All right, so now that you're caught up on everything you need to know about the ratchets, spec-wise, we're going to take them out to the shop and put them to work. So come with me, and we're going to do some jobs on it now so you can see them in action and see how they're actually intended to be used. All right, guys, this is the last time you're going to see these all pristine and clean. From here on out, they're going to be put to work. I'm using the 1/4 inch drive here, and it has 550 RPMs at 45 foot-pounds of torque. So we're going to remove the air snorkel here on my my BMW here. You can see how fast that is. That is crazy fast. So that perfect tool for jobs just like that right there. So one of my favorite features on all the Milwaukee ratchets is the variable speed trigger. So on something like this where you're putting it back together, you know, you can just ease that torque in there and tighten things up like that. You don't have to over torque or tighten things because you have a variable trigger that you can control it. I am liking the buttons. Pretty cool. I'm kind of using it with 2 fingers, but very comfortable to use so far. In this clip here, we're removing a seat from an F-150, and you can see the light shining right on the fastener, and you can see the torque that it produces to get these bolts out. For the pan, and we're going to remove the T40 bolts. I'm excited because I'm using my new Milwaukee ratchet for the first time. I'm getting oil on it and putting it to work. This is pretty cool. I mean, they have 70 foot-pounds of breakaway torque at 400 RPMs, and we're going to start ripping and tearing. So you're just going to go around the perimeter and remove the bolts. These 2 here, one here and the one on this side, I recommend you leave them in there loose. So you can see this ratchet works really well. All right, so you can see how compact the head of this is. I've got this in here, slipped underneath there, really tight spot, and able to get that bolt free. Pretty cool. All right, so I got all the bolts out except for one. Take that last bolt out. Now we're just gonna angle the pan. 1/4-inch action here. Let's see. So I got the air cleaner off, and you can see the cam sensor there. Here's what's leaking oil. All right, guys, so you can see that these ratchets are greatly improved, and they're going to make a big difference in your automotive workflow. I will leave links for them down in the description of the video. We're going to be putting these to work even more in future videos, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm Brian Esser from How To Automotive, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching.